Hi, I'm Lennon Harshide.
And I'm Grayson Watkins.
And this is your Falcon 5 News.
AbleWorks will be selling an assortment of candy in between classes for $1. Candy will be sold in front of the AbleWorks pod and in the back hall in front of the auxiliary gym.
If you're required to get attendance recovery, you can find the Saturday school days for the spring semester in the FHS announcement slide.
To join the Class of 2021 reminder group, you can text the code corresponding with your last name in the FHS announcement slide.
If you're interested in taking part in the Miss Florence Falcon pageant, you can pick up an entry form in the AbleWorks room 10 and 18. The final deadline for entry forms and fees is today.
As we approach the end of the third 9 weeks, benchmarks start today. You can find the benchmark schedule in the FHS announcement slide.
Auditions for next year's select choirs will be held after school on Monday, March 9th. See Mr. Reese for an audition form and additional information.
Attention seniors, Senior Experience Day will be Tuesday, March 10th. If you have not yet signed up for one of the 5 options listed, you can find the link in Canvas.
Sophomores, on Tuesday, March 10th, you'll be taking the ASVAB, and juniors, you will be taking the ACT. You can find the room listings by last name posted in the hallways.
Students interested in trying out for varsity cheerleading for the 2020-2021 school year, please place your name on the interest list posted in the FHS office. Cheer packets and tryout dates will be available next week.
Stay tuned for Fresh Talk.
Welcome to Fresh Talk. I'm Ethan Gregory.
I'm Elijah Abernathy.
Benchmarks are coming up, and March 6th will start it off with 1st and 5th period. March 9th will be 2nd and 6th period. March 10th is going to be the ACT. March 11th is 3rd and 7th period. And March 12th is 4th and 8th period.
The schedule for the virtual classes will start off with Science/Health, March 6th, English, March 9th, Social Studies, March 11th, and Math, March 12th.
There is a scholarship opportunity on Canvas. The deadline is March 13th.
Walker Barnett asked Miss Bird some questions about the school. Take a look.
How's it going, everyone? I'm Walker Barnett. Today I'll be interviewing Miss Bird, the assistant principal of the Florence Freshman Center. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
How long have you been assistant principal?
I've been assistant principal for about 7 or 8 years, and I've been at the Freshman Center 2 years.
Have you been enjoying it so far?
I have. I've really enjoyed getting to know the kids and working with older kids.
But what are some things you're doing to improve school discipline?
So some things that we're doing is we're trying to be very consistent, and I need the kids to do what their teachers ask them, and then we won't have any discipline issues, hopefully.
And what is your opinion on how students work in class?
My opinion on how students work in class is sometimes they're working really hard, but other times I go in and I see that they're not working so hard. So if everyone would focus on the learning targets and really take in what their teachers are teaching them, then everyone would be successful.
And how do you feel about the responsibility of students with their Chromebooks?
Again, some students are very responsible with their Chromebooks, and they use them to study and to look at their information they need for their classes, but other times students are using them for gaming and different things when they're not supposed to. It's one thing to use that at home, but it's not appropriate in the classroom.
And what are some initiatives you are taking to improve student work ethic?
So we have really started working to recognize students for coming to school every day for perfect attendance. We also have honor roll parties for A and B honor roll, and we also recognize students for character, our pride. So each month we recognize students who exhibit a different characteristic, and so that's hopefully improving some work ethic in our students.
All right, well, that's all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
If you need a summer school registration form, they will be in the main office or Miss Mary's office. This has been Fresh Talk.
With your freshest freshman.
What's up, Falcons? Welcome to your Falcon 5-Day Forecast. I'm Grant Taylor, here are flight conditions for this week. Today, there is a high of 56 with a low of 33. Tomorrow on Saturday, there is a high of 59 with a low of 37. On Sunday, there's a high of 64 and a low of 47. Heading into next week, the temperatures are relatively high, but with a 50% chance of rain on Monday with a high of 61 and a low of 58. And on Tuesday, with a 50% chance of thunderstorm with a high of 69 and a low of 53. This has been your Falcon 5-Day Forecast. Go Falcons. What's up, Falcon fans? Welcome back to your Florence Sports. The boys soccer team played in the Florence Soccer Challenge this past weekend. They beat Coleman and Hewitt-Trussville both by a score of 4-1 and defeated Huntsville 4-3 on penalty kicks to claim third place.
The girls' soccer team continued their season with a 2-0 win against Hartselle on Tuesday and another 2-0 win against Athens last Thursday. On Tuesday, they lost their game against Bob Jones, and their next game will be against Haleyville. This past weekend, the baseball team won games against Brandon, Clinton, and McGill-Tulin and lost one against Tuscaloosa County. This weekend, they will have 2 games against Sparkman and Arab. Last week, the boys' tennis team placed first in the Decatur Invitational, and the girls placed third. They also beat Decatur 9-0. The softball team has lost their first 2 games against Sparkman and Muscle Shoals. Their next game will be at James Clemens. The Falcon 5 News Player of the Week is Chase Purrier for 2 saves in the third-place game penalty shootout against Huntsville. That's all for sports this week. I'm Henry Tomlinson. Go Falcons.
Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Ella Mann.
And I'm 11. Welcome back to your favorite segment of the week,
What's Poppin'? Last week, thousands of people gathered together at Staples Center in Los Angeles to celebrate the lives of Kobe and Gianna Bryant.
Throughout the memorial, speakers such as Shaquille O'Neal, Michael Jordan, and Sabrina Ionescu spoke about memories with Bryant and the impact that he had on their lives.
Also this past Monday, The Bachelor aired, and it brought some drama with it.
Yeah, Peter has narrowed the contest down to his final 2. Madison and Hannah Ann are left to fight for the Bachelor's heart.
Yeah, viewers are eager to find out which girl Peter's mom is speaking of when she tells Peter to not let her go.
TikTok star Charlie D'Amelio hit 30 million followers recently.
Yeah, TikTok has grown to have 60 million users, and half of them follow Charlie. Other stars are also on the rise, such as Addison Rae and Zach King.
Well, that's all for this week. I'm Hill Levitt.
And I'm Ella Mann, and this has been What's Poppin'? This has been your Falcon 5 News. I'm Grayson Watkins.
And I'm Lennon Harshot.
Go Falcons!